Let's get right into it. Number 10. Your eyes don't see, your brain guesses. You might think your eyes are like little video cameras, recording a crystal clear movie of the world and streaming it directly into your brain. Nope. Your eyes are more like lazy interns that take blurry, low-res snapshots, and your brain is the overconfident boss that just fills in the gaps with wild guesses and confidently lies to you about what's really there. Here's the thing. Your retina, the light-sensitive layer in the back of your eye, has a massive blind spot. Not like a metaphorical one, but a literal hole where your optic nerve connects. You don't see a dark circle floating around because your brain does this cute little trick where it just photoshops over it using background info from your surroundings. It's like your brain is constantly going, "Nothing to see here, everything is fine," while frantically duct taping reality together with assumptions and vibes. And color? Also fake. Your eyes detect only red, green, and blue light, and your brain mashes those signals together like a half-asleep DJ trying to remix the rainbow. It also corrects colors depending on context, like that infamous blue and black or white and gold dress that destroyed friendships in 2015. That's not a joke. Your brain literally adjusts color perception based on shadows and lighting cues it thinks are happening. So yes, you were arguing over brain lies. Basically, you're walking around all day inside a reality your brain invented using incomplete data and a whole lot of overconfidence. Your eyes are just here for vibes. Number 9. Peripheral vision is garbage. You know that comforting sense that even if you're not directly looking at something, you can still see it in your peripheral vision? Yeah, that's a scam. Peripheral vision is kind of like trying to read street signs through a frosted bathroom window. You can technically see movement and vague shapes, but details? Text? Facial features? Not a chance. Try this right now. Stare at one word in this sentence and try to read the words around it without moving your eyes. It's a blurry disaster, isn't it? Your brain covers for this by pretending it can see the rest of the world with the same clarity as your central vision. It can't. Your fovea, the part of your retina that actually sees clearly, is like 1% of your total visual field. Everything else is just squiggly background noise that your brain aggressively smooths over like a bad airbrush job on an 80s magazine cover. So that "I totally saw it out of the corner of my eye" excuse, that's just your brain playing Mad Libs with reality again. It filled in what it thinks was there based on past experience and a sprinkle of imagination. You're not actually seeing. You're freeloading off your brain's best guess. Number 8. Your brain deletes stuff on purpose. Imagine watching a movie and the editor randomly deletes entire frames, but somehow, the film still feels smooth and uninterrupted. That's your brain's version of reality. There's a phenomenon called saccadic masking, and it's basically your brain's way of blacking out your vision while your eyes move. Every time you shift your gaze, like looking from your phone to your cat to the mysterious flicker in the corner, your eyes make super fast jumps called saccades. During those milliseconds, your brain shuts off visual input so you don't get motion blur. So what you think is continuous vision is actually your brain stitching together jump cuts and pretending it's a single shot. It's doing live video editing inside your skull, and somehow, it works. Until it doesn't. This is why you can completely miss things that happen right in front of you. Your brain deleted the footage before you even had a chance to see it. Basically, your eyeballs are shooting a shaky horror movie and your brain is the desperate intern trying to fix it in post. Number 7. You literally can't see in the dark. Okay, this one feels obvious, right? You walk into a dark room you can't see. But here's the disturbing twist. Your eyes are bad at darkness, and your brain lies to cover for them. Your night vision is powered by rod cells, which are super sensitive to light but garbage at detail and color. That's why everything looks gray and blob-like in the dark. But your brain doesn't want you to panic in pitch black, so it makes things seem more visible than they actually are. Ever walked into a dark room and swore you saw someone, or something, standing there, only to flip on the light and see a chair, or worse, nothing at all? Yeah. That's your brain just doing improv theater with shadows. Also, your night vision takes like 30 full minutes to fully kick in. That's how long your eyes need to produce enough rhodopsin, a light-sensitive chemical, to work in the dark. So every time you check your phone in bed, you're resetting the whole process. Your eyes are like, "Thanks, bro, back to square one." So not only can't you see in the dark, you're constantly ruining what little night vision you could have. Number 6. Your brain invents faces that aren't there. Let's say you're staring at a popcorn ceiling, or maybe the clouds, or maybe that weird stain on the wall you've been avoiding for 3 weeks. Suddenly, bam, you see a face. 2 eyes, a nose, a mouth, maybe even a smirk. Congratulations. Your brain is hallucinating again, and it does this constantly. This little mental glitch is called pareidolia, and it's your brain's deeply unhinged habit of finding faces in absolutely everything. Toast, electrical outlets, burn marks on tortillas, the moon, that pile of laundry that looks just enough like a Victorian ghost to make you scream at 2 a.m. Why does this happen? Evolution, baby. Back in caveman times, it was way safer to mistakenly see a face in a bush than to miss the actual human or saber-toothed tiger hiding in it. Your brain is hardwired for facial recognition, and it runs on overdrive, like full conspiracy theorist, red strings on the wall overdrive, so every time your brain sees two dots in a line vaguely arranged like a face, it's like, that's a person. Even if it's literally a car bumper, or a light switch, or a potato. It's comforting and creepy all at once, like your brain really wants you to have company, even if it has to make them up. Number 5, you're blind every time you blink. Quick question. How many times have you blinked in the last minute? Trick question. You don't know, and your brain made sure you wouldn't. Here's the weird truth. Every time you blink, which is about 15-20 times per minute, your eyes shut off visual input for a split second. You're literally blind, over and over again. Yet your world doesn't look like a strobe light rave, because your brain is editing again, and it's ruthless. It's called blink suppression, and it's your brain's way of going, nothing to see here, every time your eyelids slam shut. Like a magician waving one hand while stealing your watch with the other. Except the watch is your awareness of reality. Even stranger? During a blink, your brain doesn't just stop processing new info, it also freezes motion. So if you blink while someone's throwing something at your head, your brain just pauses that moment like it's buffering a YouTube video. You don't even notice the gap. It's the visual version of hitting Ctrl+Z on reality. A quiet little reboot, dozens of times per minute, and yet, you still walk around feeling like you're seeing everything, all the time. Bold of you, really. Number 4, optical illusions are just your brain glitching out. Ever stared at one of those swirly black and white illusion things and felt like your eyes were melting? That's not a trick. It's your brain short-circuiting in real time. Optical illusions aren't just party tricks for your neurons. They're direct proof that your brain isn't showing you the world. It's showing you its interpretation of the world. A messy, occasionally panicked interpretation. Take the famous Ames room, where two people appear wildly different sizes even though the room is just cleverly distorted. Or the checker shadow illusion, where two squares that look like different shades are actually the same color. Your brain sees shadows and perspective and immediately flips into autocorrect mode, except the corrections are wrong. It's like your brain thinks it's Sherlock Holmes, deducing reality with elite precision, but really, it's a guy with one clue and a caffeine addiction yelling, "I've solved it, 5 steps too early." The worst part? Even after you know the illusion is fake, you still see it, because your brain is stubborn and proud and frankly not that bright under pressure. Number 3, your brain's color truth is a lie. Imagine you're looking at a ripe strawberry, and your brain is telling you it's a vivid, juicy red. But here's the nasty little secret. That red isn't actually in the strawberry. At least, not in the way you think. Color is not a property of objects. It's your brain's way of translating wavelengths of light bouncing off surfaces. Think of it like your brain wearing rose-colored glasses. But sometimes those glasses are smudged, cracked, or downright dishonest. Even more bizarre, your brain adjusts color perception based on context, lighting, and surrounding colors. That means the exact same color patch can look totally different depending on what's next to it. Remember the infamous dress that broke the internet? One person saw blue and black, another white and gold, all because their brains were interpreting ambient light differently. Your brain is basically saying, I don't care what's actually there, I'll paint the world in whatever colors make the most sense to me. And since your brain's job is survival, not art class, it prioritizes usefulness over accuracy, so that gorgeous sunset you're admiring, a hallucination painted by your brain to make you stop and appreciate the moment, or maybe just to distract you while it works on your taxes, you'll never know. Number 2, your eyes are constantly tricking you with movement. If you think your eyes are showing you a stable world, think again. Your eyeballs are jittering like crazy all the time, tiny rapid movements called microsaccades. Why? Because your retina is like a picky art critic who hates boredom. If the image on your retina stays perfectly still, the photoreceptors get lazy and stop firing signals, so your brain forces your eyes to twitch just enough to keep things fresh. But here's the kicker. Those tiny jumps cause the world to look like it's constantly shifting, yet your brain smooths it out into a seamless movie. This is why staring at a fixed point can feel weird or dizzy. because your brain's trying to reconcile the twitching signals with the stillness you expect. It's like your nervous system is throwing a tantrum just to keep you awake and alert. Basically, your eyes are caffeine addicts twitching for a fix. Number 1, you literally can't trust what you see. Drumroll, please. The ultimate disturbing truth about your eyes: you can't trust them. Not really. Your entire visual system, from the moment light hits your cornea to the final picture your brain constructs, is a cocktail of half-truths, assumptions, and clever tricks. It's an unreliable narrator in the novel of your life. You see shadows where nothing exists, faces in blobs of paint, colors that aren't there, and movement that's just your eyeballs having a nervous breakdown. Your brain edits, fills gaps, blacks out moments, and rewrites reality to make your life look stable and predictable. So next time you're sure about what you saw, remember, your eyes are working with incomplete data and your brain is doing the guessing game, sometimes right, often wrong, and always entertaining. Basically, your eyes are the worst detectives and your brain is the gullible sidekick who believes every tall tale.